Inside the 35. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their three timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Makes the score Panthers 31. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fitzpatrick to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Fitzpatrick. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Anderson. Loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd down and 3. Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 186 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Newton. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs.